Greetings and welcome back to Drasier TMD. My name is Drasier, and you're watching Let's Play Space Engineers. That's right, we're back into the action today with some Space Engineers. It's been a long time. I apologize. I've got really not much of an excuse, just life has happened in a significant way. Life is still happening in a significant way, only on this occasion I have lots of time on my hands, so I thought I would spend it doing something that I enjoy, which is Space Engineers. Oh, need to change that because it's actually episode 28. Whoops. Oh no. I'll be right back. I'm just going to go ahead and save the game. There we go. Much better. So a couple of things have changed. Some updates I think have happened, and there have been some, in particular, like cosmetic things, that have gone on. I have actually purchased most of the, if not all of the DLC that's come out recently, so I'll be using that to effect. One of the things I'm going to be doing is replacing these with the actual the grates that you get now with the package, so I can remove this mod. Not because I don't like it, I really love Shalstel's catwalks, but since he's retired, at some point they're going to get broken. I'd rather just go ahead and replace them now before that happens. Otherwise, Shalstel, they're still the best. I wish you'd come back. I really do. Anyway, hopefully the sound is balanced okay, because I'm doing something different. I'm actually recording using a microphone that I had for a while. It's being routed through an iPad, which is being routed through my computer, which is being recorded directly to OBS this time as opposed to doing it separately. Oh, one thing I did not do is I meant to install a mod for speed, but that's not too much of an issue because we're not going to be doing a lot of stuff that will involve needing a speed mod. I am, however, going to go check out these bases really quick, because where they are and what kind of bases they are will decide on my next move, because I'm going to be heading towards this marker, Oasis Lake, which I apparently made at some point in the past. I don't remember doing it. I probably took the Kestrel out to go find it. I don't remember. But we'll do that. Oh, heading downwards. I'll stay low to the ground because because I don't really want to die. It says it's an ore processing outpost. I was going to say facility, but it's an outpost. That one is a defensive installation. Let's see what we end up with. Because if we can take this out, I'll go ahead and strip it on my way through. My plan is to go to this lake to basically park up, build a base, and launch from there, because I can't even remember where the marker is. That's the base. Oh, that's the route to the moon right there. Where's the actual moon launch? Moon launch. It's still on the other side of the world. I haven't made any headway in all of the driving I've done, and the train's just getting worse. Not only that, but Klang really doesn't seem to want me to get anywhere, because when I loaded in just a minute ago, there was a significant issue with the car tilting back and forth. I say car, it's like it's a mobile base basically. Oh. Okay, so there are definite attempts to kill me coming from this ore processing outpost. I keep whoa, did anyone hear that? Like the sudden dramatic music? That was kind of weird. Okay, we're still crouched. Can't see us. Somehow it's... Ow! Ah! Okay, so apparently we can sneak up to it, but we can't see the base without getting shot, which isn't fun, so... man. The body location was close by to where the base was, so I can't go all the way up to it. Base is, yeah, about the same distance. So we're going to have to actually stick fairly low to the ground. Drop down here. Try and retrieve my body. Put a standby. And we'll go from there. Oh man, I'm having a seriously hard time thinking right now. For whatever reason, my brain is just turned to mush. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get close enough to my body before I end up dying. Well,
low health.
Yeah, I got that. Oh, no! It disappeared because it took so long to get to it. You have to rebuild everything and come back to that. Okay, I'm gonna head back to the hummingbird. I'm gonna head back to the... oh gosh. To the Viatorem. And I'm gonna try to think my way through this, but it's not a good time for me to be thinking. So that's my gear all sorted out. It's the bird perching back where it was. Perfect. Now, I'm going to start driving and see where it gets us, because I can get, if I get closer, if we want to, we can maybe go poke at the bases with one of the drones, or I could just use the gun turrets on the Viatorem to do something highly uncomfortable to the enemy folks. Oh, here we go. This is... oh, that's right. We had power issues the last time. Let's see. Probably shouldn't have the solar panels deployed while I'm doing this. I might, you know, I might be able to sneak around to the right and then to the left and avoid these two altogether if I'm lucky. I know it's kind of boring, but I also really want to get to the lake so I can start building the base and get off this rock. I really want to get into space and do something different, because part of the reason why I hadn't been playing this scenario in a while is I had kind of reached a bit of a slump with it. Partly I didn't have very much free time, and I got plenty of free time right now. Unemployment will do that to you. But I'm currently seeking new work, so hopefully I'll be able to get something soon. Oh, there's some rolling hills here, and then we can kind of get on with maybe a bit more of a steady schedule. For now, though, it's just going to be, I'm going to make videos whenever I can and release them when I can and call it good, because anything else is going to be a bit of a problem. So yeah, there's a lot of canyons and things. I think I may have scouted that the last time I played. Doesn't seem to be too bad right here, but we're still getting closer to that one base, so let's go ahead and circle back to the right. Might end up having to do an S-curve. We're still heading towards the Oasis Lake. That's what I've called it, apparently. Yep, that one's going by on the left, so that should be good. We're getting closer to this base, which I don't like, but hopefully we can make a dip to the left in a now-ish time, since we're passing that one on that side. And that will hopefully, we'll be able to kind of skirt around in between them. Looks like we might just get away with it, but since we're here, tap the brakes. Tap the brakes, just gently, gently tap the brakes, gently tap. Let's see, there's one gun that's facing more or less in that direction. Let's turn on the handbrakes. And let's search for one of those Gatling turrets. Gatling turrets. Control. Ah! Oh, don't do that. And start a war. Okay, so we can zoom in pretty nicely. There is the ore processing outpost. So I can see it. Oh, and I can see the gun that was shooting at me. But at this distance, I probably can't hit it. However, I wonder if a turret-mounted small grid on a large grid would fire straighter than a Gatling turret. I don't know. Food for thought. Food for thought. Let's see. So that's done. Let's go ahead and turn the guns back off for now. Handbrake off. Moving forward. Reset the view. Of course, I should be doing this. I should be using this view to drive around, but that's actually a lot scarier than I like. So I'm gonna drive like this. I'm gonna cheat, effectively, because how many people when driving something can have an out-of-body experience like this and witness the vehicle from above and behind it? And it looks like we still have enough wheel grip power to move us along, which is good. Terrain is getting... it looks pretty bad up ahead. And I need to curve to the right anyway to head towards the lake. Okay. Whew. So, yeah, traveling around at like 37 meters per second in a vehicle this size is not optimal. I'm actually just going to let off the accelerator and just let us coast. And our inertia is actually carrying us along now, which in some ways is fantastic. In other ways, we're literally... oh, well, we're caning trees down for one thing, but we're kind of leaving Newton to decide a few things. Let's go ahead and circle this way a bit. Try not to hit that tree. Go to the jungle. Watch out for that tree. Oh, that was a big dip in something. Not quite sure what happened there. I've also been adjusting some of the settings for recording. Ooh. So I hope that the quality turns out okay. I'm trying a whole bunch of new things. Ooh, that'll buff out. That'll buff right out. It'll be fine. It's all going to be fine. Let's hope I didn't tear off a gun. No. And it looks like the rest of the thing is still intact. I'm surprised I haven't ripped off the gantry on that side, to be honest. That's twice I've hit it. We're about 4 kilometers out. I said I wasn't going to go too fast, and I'm going 40, 46, 47, 48 now. Yep, Newton's got us. He's got us good. Ooh. Oh gosh. So a thought about the trees. More trees. We're leaving tundra. No, we're leaving desert. Ah, savanna. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, tap the brake. Oh, ah. Tap, 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 tap. Handbrake on. Ah, we hit the ground so hard we shook loose the drones. Oh, and they did some serious damage to the hull. Oh, and the front. No, oh yeah, I hit the front hard. Really hard. Did I hit a rock that I didn't see until far too late? It was back here. It was right on the transition between... yeah, it was somewhere here. I think I must have just clipped this too hard. It was like dug into the ground a little bit and ripped off those two wheels. I am extraordinarily lucky it didn't bounce around and do much more damage, but that's some serious breakage there. Well, I was saying I wanted to remodel the lights anyway, and it looks like the ones on those side are definitely going to get rebuilt. It was suggested to me a while back by K-Max, and I've seen him do this a number of times in his builds, and I love it. And I've actually done it before, where I've got a large grid that goes into a small grid. In fact, this one is a direct, like this design was a direct inspiration that came from probably K-Max, but it could have been somebody else, I don't remember. So I wanted to do something similar with the lights. Now, with the loss of both of my drones, gosh, see, I should have used them to attack the bases. At least then they would have gone out in a blaze of glory, not a really quite pathetic and unfortunate hitting the ground accident. Now, since these are all basically, they've now become... Oh, except... Will it work on these? I might have to paint them. Yeah, I'm just going to paint it. There's no real salvaging these ones. There's not any huge piece of it that's still intact. I'm going to go ahead and, for two reasons, switch on the build and repair system. Nanobot build and repair system. Nanobot build and repair. N-bar. I used to call it N-bar. I'm trying not to call it Bob, but it tends to happen. So let's switch that on. Number 3. It's on. It's running. That should go to work on... Sounds like it's breaking down... It is. It's breaking down these pieces that are effectively unpowered, neutral, etc. The tires is already gotten rid of. That was fast. And it's going to take care of these little pieces. And reclaim as much of the stuff as it can. I'm not too worried about these batteries, even though they're small. They were full, but oh well. While it's doing that, I'm going to take a trip to the unknown signal and hope that I have enough hydrogen to get me there and back again. A Hobbit's Tale by Bilbo Baggins. If not, I'm going to be walking a long, long way. Alright, and here we go. Unknown signal. Oh, it's one of these. So let's auto dampen to it. And let's sidle on up. Press the button. Ooh, rainbow suit. So this is not one of the ones I thought it was. I thought this was going to take off into the air and disappear. Why is this still... Oh, it repaired it. How very odd. That's okay, we brought a trusty paint gun with us. We just need to change the color to... pink! No ammo. Whee! Oh, gotta be careful. I'm so used to jumping off of stuff in Destiny 2 and using the double jump function to do the things. Whoa! What was that? We might have to drive forward a little bit to get those last few pieces. Ouch. But that's fine. Oops, I keep pressing E also to try to interact. Yep. Now, one thing I don't know if I've ever done is to take a blueprint of the Viatorem. And it seems like, particularly now, as I'm missing some pieces, something I should have done ages ago, just never did. Did this just not... Did I not put it properly? Nope, I did not. That's the only downside to using the paint thing, is if you don't hold it down long enough, it won't actually paint it properly. Oh goodness. I'm missing, apart from the undercarriage right there, I'm missing this whole bar. I'm missing quite a huge portion of this wheel setup. The problem is if I continue on like this now, especially given that we're going into some pretty rough looking terrain there, I'm going to end up possibly doing some serious damage. So let's go ahead and repair this while we're here and see if I can remember all the different pieces. Okay, this I am going to have to use the color system because I don't want everything to get ground down as I go. This one is going to be this color, I believe. Yes, it is. Oh goodness, it's been so long since I've done like a ton of the different things you do in Space Engineers, including the buildy McBuildy stuff. All those things I miss. And that's what was getting me down about this particular series. I have to find this one. Is traveling, oddly enough. And it's like, why would that bother you? Because I'm not building stuff. The whole thing I like about Space Engineers is the building. Although I must admit, in doing some, as I said, some experimental builds in things like creative mode. Oh, that's right! All my bars are going to be different because they changed around. I'm pointing with my finger. The bars, they've changed things around so that it makes it easier, in my opinion, makes it easier to get to certain things in the listing. For instance, these are all together now. All sort of like shaped things are all set in one place. Okay, and then what do we need? We need the... Oops. The wheels. I guess we can use 7 for wheels. I need wheel suspension. That's 3x3. Let's start with that. Okay. Right. Let's see. It'll be the right. That should be the correct side, but it doesn't seem to want to. Oh, I need steel plate. That's why. Oh! That's the downside of not breaking things down myself, is I don't get any pieces of what do you call it? Any parts to take with me. 100 of those should be just fine. Any material? Material was the word I was looking for. There we go. So right side, very nice. No suspension. Oh, these are all by right side. Okay, so let's find a left. Good. Makes sense that they would group them as left and right. Oh. I can't add that wheel. Did I make a mistake where I put it? Is it too far? Oh. No, that's exactly right. Exactly right. So, where is it? That actually should be ahead of those wheels. Aha! I done goofed. I done goofed hard, yo. Absolutely, totally and completely goofed. Okay. Back to pink, and we're gonna have to dismantle all this. Yeah, I'm aiming, okay? I wasn't aiming very well, but I was aiming. Go. So once you hear that brum noise, you can be assured that it has done its job. So I'll just show you what I did wrong. Oops. Color. This one. Okay. What I did was there's another piece, one that goes here, and one that goes here, that I forgot to add. That's why it wasn't far forward enough, and that's why it wasn't placing that block. But you live and you learn. I really hope there wasn't anybody who saw that right away and said, "You fool! Why didn't you see that ahead of time? How could you have been so blind?" Well, you know, when you're getting old and stuff. It's one of those things. Mid-30s, yo. Mid-30s. Creep up on you. I know what some of you are thinking. Mid-30s isn't old. How dare you? Claim to be old, blah, blah, blah. It feels old, okay? The worst of it is I know that each successive year is going to feel older and older from now on. That's just the way it goes. But who wants to live forever? Demonetized. Not because it's a song that has copyright or anything, but just because it was so bad. They're not going to monetize me for it. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I am not planning on monetizing at all on YouTube. And when I say that, I mean if I ever got to be big enough to where I could I could quit my day job and do, not that I have a day job right now, quit my day job and do this full time. Oh, I'm about to run out of...
Low.
I didn't hit the ground that hard. I don't think I hit the ground that hard. And yet, I died. Whoa. Oh, dampeners. Okay, I am right next to my body this time. Where is it? Where's my body location? I'm looking. I don't see it. Do not make me rebuild my gear for a second time. And the truck is making that weird noise again. And it was all because I wanted to go get that unknown signal, which I'm going to do now just to spite it. Ugh. I'll make myself some gear and we'll go drive over to that thing and break it down because it was quite rude. Oh! Ah. I just realized it disappeared because the nanobot build and repair system is a bit of a mouthful. Bob is way easier. Was very kind and just picked it up for me. He was like, "Don't worry, bruv. Got ya. Got you set." I am gonna go ahead and... No, I'll go ahead and leave it on because I'm going to go and drive over to this thing over here anyway. Parking brake. Okay, so those front wheels now are spinning and they shouldn't be. I guess I could use the whatever system it was that helps you mess with blocks even when you're not inside the grid menu? I can't remember what it was called. I first saw it when Splitsy was using it. Oh no, see my wheels dragging in the... This is exactly what happened last time. And Klang punished me severely. Let's switch on 9. That's the wrong one. 8. But it's draining my power much more severely. Okay, now let's not do that. Switch that off, and that one. There we go. It seems to happen the most when I'm turning. Trying not to hit this tree, I really am. I hit it anyway. I think yep, it's the gun. Every time. The box is way bigger than it seems. The hitbox, I mean, not the... Yeah, you know what I mean. Yes, consume it. Eat all of that thing. I'll get a good shot on that. Oh. So all in all, a little disappointing that I can't use a large grid rover type thing like this just because of Klang. It's just because the wheels keep phasing through the ground. as it's... Oh, there's gold there. Ah! As it stands, there's no real reason why we can't do this. We've got plenty of wheels, therefore plenty of traction. We've got enough power being produced to move something this size, even if it may or may not be realistic to real-world physics. But it just won't behave. Oh man, getting down to this lake is going to be pretty interesting. Define pretty interesting. Oh gosh, we're all going to die? Pretty much. Name that show. Turret. Blame the turret. Okay, so I'm circling around here trying to avoid these trees. Maybe once we get down to the lake, it'll be better? He seriously doubts it. We're gonna have to, yeah, we're gonna just have to murder these trees right now. Sorry. Sorry guys, sorry for you. Foliage people. Don't get me wrong, I like trees as much as the next person, but right now they're in my way. Oh, should I risk going down here? That's way too steep. It's way too steep. We're gonna have to circle around until we can find a spot that's got a bit more shallowness to it. Because if we try to go down there, we're gonna dig one side in, probably flip over. And it's gonna like launch the hummingbird, that's gonna get destroyed. Just like the drones, whose names I cannot remember now. One of them was Hudson, which I think was already destroyed. They were all named after butlers. What were the other two? Jeeves, I think, was one of them. I can't remember. I just realized that usually I would have to pause the recording because it got to be like X number of minutes long. Usually up to an hour is about the limit, because I'd have to then send it from my iPad, the mic, the audio pickup, in order to... Oh, we can manage that. We can manage that. We are going for it. So my plan to sort of succeed the Viatorem is to create another version of it on Mars. I'd like to build a full-size version on Mars because it'll be lighter, or I should say it will be, the weight will not play on it as much. Come on now. You know, I'm going to have to turn on the afterburners again. Time, but when do we have time? Oh, that's actually a bit narrow. Turn that off and maybe stop. If I hit the brakes though, it's going to do that thing where that's exactly what got me into this problem in the first place. Okay, we're going in. We're going in. We're going to have to hope for the best. Oh no. Here we go. Oh. There go the wheels again. Thank you, and build and repair system. Oh, Klang has got hold of it now. Klang has it by the neck. Oh no, don't break it. I can't remember the last time I saved was. I don't have to do this all again. No. Oh, Klang, don't do this to me. I beg of you, Klang. Okay? I know I don't like you very much. You clearly don't like me very much. Can we just leave each other alone? Is it really so difficult for you to just let me have my things? Look, I'm almost to the lake. Once I get to the lake, I'm gonna stop. No. Okay? I said I'm gonna stop. When I get to the lake... Ugh. Forgot I didn't have need to...
Fuel critical.
Yes. I need to find a place to replenish. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Conveniently, there are 2 there already. Guess I didn't take them out from the storage when I left them there. Okay, alright. Alright, here we go. Yep, we're just gonna... stop it! Stop it! But yeah, I was wanting to see how it would react on Mars, or on a planet that had less gravity. Back on the thrusters. Very carefully, but not carefully. Come on now, rocket back and forth. We can dislodge ourselves just a little bit to move. Ah, no. Oh, the build and repair system's doing all it can to keep us, like, together. We're basically being thrown into the side there. Oh, something broke. Something broke. Oh wow, number 9, the group number 9 is gone. All of the thrusters that were at the front are now gone. I'm gonna have to reload. I cannot get out of this. And it's not, this isn't like I'm caught. Look at that back end. That shouldn't be up that far. It's the, whatever has happened. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something really stupid, and I did this last time and it didn't work out well, but this is last resort here. I'm going to duck down using the button and then jump! Oh, didn't work. It's just taking it apart at this point. Ah, gosh. Alright, well that's frustrating. I'm going to have to reload. I'm stuck in the voxels. It wasn't as spectacular as last time where I actually, ended up being destroyed. Oh gosh. Did they up like the damage that you take when you hit the ground these days? I'm trying to figure out which one is causing the problem. Is it this wheel? That one looks partially embedded. Yeah, it's this one right here. It's partially stuck in the ground. That's why it's doing that weird shaky thing. The rest are all kind of bouncing up and down. This one is the one that's stuck. I'm so close. Alright. Nature never breaks her own laws. But Klang certainly breaks her laws.
Fuel critical.
Oh no, she's loose. She's loose and she's riding free. Okay, so reloading kind of fixed the problem. Oh no! Here we go, we're going in. Oh, smoothed it out at the end, smoothed it out. Even with the 2 wheels missing, we are on the ice. We are on the ice. Oh man. So that load-in really helped. Parking brake.
Fuel critical.
The load-in really helped because we ended up breaking free of the voxel. Fuel's critical. I can't jump down or I'm not going to be able to get back up. And we managed to, it started rolling all by itself because of course the brakes weren't on, the parking brake, nothing. It was just free to go, and I was like, I gotta get back in. Hello there, post-production Drassier here to finish off this episode because it actually ran on a lot longer than I had expected. Also, my computer chose that moment to decide that it had had enough, that the storage was full, so it stopped recording and I missed a little bit, so I figured now's a good stopping point for episode 28. So thank you so much for joining me today, and hope that you enjoyed it. I'm sorry once again that it took so long for me to get back into this. Hopefully I can get you a fairly decent amount of episodes in a fairly short time, make up for it, and then get into some sort of regular schedule. We'll see how it goes. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and hope to see you again for the next one. You all have a good one, and I'll see you on the other side.